Where I see the role is to make someone's journey through the criminal justice system as painless and as easy as possible. So the first question is, can you briefly introduce yourself and your role at HMCTS? My name's Dave Lockyer. I am a legal advisor based at Westminster Magistrates Court. Could you explain what a legal advisor does? We sit in court with magistrates, justices of the peace. These are people, ordinary people, who undergo some training, but are not barristers or solicitors, but they want to give public service by being a magistrate. And because they're not barristers or solicitors, our job as legal advisors are there to be in court with them, to advise them on matters of law and practice. But one thing the legal advisor doesn't do is help them or come to a decision. That is the magistrate's job. They decide whether someone is guilty or not guilty. Next is, could you tell me about your working relationships with the sitting magistrates? We will always speak to our magistrates before going into court on any given day and just explain what it is they're going to face and discuss any particular elements about the types of offences that they're going to be dealing with. Sometimes particular cases can be challenging, especially if you have an unrepresented defendant who may not have been through the criminal justice system before. Always try to do the best I can, to the best of my ability, and to be someone who anyone can turn to for help and advice. Have you had any particular memorable moments? I spoke earlier on about how unrepresented defendants can be challenging. Well, here was a lady who wasn't charged with a particularly serious offence, but she was there with her daughter. Her daughter obviously wanted to stand up for her mum, and it was difficult to try and get them to engage in the process in court, i.e. the order that things happen, who asks the question first, who goes first with the speeches. And they did have a proclivity to try and interrupt. And it wasn't their fault, because it was brand new to them. They didn't know what was supposed to happen. I was trying my best to just say, look, explain what was going on. We got through the trial. She was found guilty and she was sentenced. The court rose, but as she was going out, she turned around to me and she said, look, I'd really like to thank you because you were a great help to me, and I know I was found guilty, but without you it would have been a lot more difficult. And that, I thought, wow, that tells you you're doing a pretty good job. So that was particularly memorable.